Graveyard Keeper. Hey folks, and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. So, it has been a little while. This is the start again. This is the first episode back since episode 3, and that means it's been a couple of weeks. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit foggy this episode, but if you want to know what was going on, take a look at the community tab of my channel, and that should hopefully explain some things. We got our first hemp harvest. That's nice. So I do notice that we do lose seeds on each harvest, and I think the only way of improving that is by using fertilizer. So until we actually do get fertilizer, we're going to have to keep buying new seeds. But it shouldn't take us long to get new fertilization technologies. So we should be good to go then. We can now replant that. Good, and we can post that. Can I just leave you in there? No, I can't. What's it going to take for a chest over here? Trunk. 4 flitch, 4 nails, 2 iron parts. I think we can manage that, can't we? Just want to set up the basics over there so I can keep certain things over there and out of my other ingredients chests and things, and just better organization in general. Hello. We have 3 of those. I have some metal scrap. I think I can melt that down. I won't be able to do that right now because of the 12 iron that we're making. We're just going to make 1 set of nails, which should leave us with 5 spare, and 1 set of parts, and that should get us this trunk. Yep. We got very specific places we can place that. I actually think we'll place it here. Seems nice and tidy and out of the way. See what else we can build using that as well, actually. So I did not pay attention to the list other than looking for the trunk. Tunnel visioned. Let's see if there's anything in particular other than the crops and the compost. Empty garden bed. Garden bed with sticks. Ah, right. Maybe? No, that's got to be the one we... These are the ones we made, right? Empty garden bed. I'm sure we built a garden bed with sticks. I think the garden bed was... No, I'm getting mixed up between the beta and the and this version. Later on we can add, like... Hang on, let's go to technology and see if I'm just going mad or not. It was... something here, maybe? Line trails? No. Something about this allowed me to have higher quality crops that I could add, and I think it's the fertilizer. And the fertilizer, I think, added, like, graphically added sticks, and that's what's getting me messed up. We should also work on this. Just 2 stone and some more parts, which is going to be soups easy for us. So we're not going to have any issues with iron for a while. But what we will get an advantage by doing that is the bodies can drop straight into the lab without us being present. I want to eat. I need 2 stone. I have 1 stone. Right. So we'll need to work on clearing this stuff, so there you go. It's the stone. I'm also thinking about at some point streaming a bunch of this game to advance certain things. and that means that they would be in a VOD format. I hope you guys don't mind, because I know that the YouTube format, at least for me, the YouTube format and the VOD format certainly feel a lot different as a audience person than it does as a, it's the same, as a creator, right? As a creator, it's easy for me to say, well, it's great for me to be able to just put out more content, but the actual overall feel of doing that for an audience is that the experience of watching a video that's been edited and produced and stuff like this one versus watching a VOD feels completely different. And if it's on a game which normally is a YouTube series, then it can kind of just throw you off on, you kind of skip the VOD because you don't feel like it's a worthy watch. At least in my case, I'm only speaking from my opinion, but if you guys would watch VODs of this, so that I can get some stuff done in the downtime, because this game is long form, then I would appreciate your input. Right. Collecting the mushrooms, because then I can make baked mushrooms, which is good for the old food. Make some more iron parts. Actually gonna put the iron in here because I don't know why I'm walking around with it. I don't need to. We need 2 more pieces of stone. A lot. It won't be long until we get to open the church as well. I think we're closing in on our graveyard. Or what we need for the graveyard anyway. 4. Yeah, we only need 1 more point. And we'll be able to open the church and start working on blue skills. Dang it. For some reason I actually thought I had that spear, but nope. Iron parts. And fix this. So now with the both ends fixed, the donkey will drop bodies directly down here. I need to fix this because this allows us to construct stuff down here. 2 flitch, and we have 2 parts necessary already. We have any spare flitch in the box? We do. Quite a lot, actually. I will gladly take that. Doing all this little minor work around the place will help us a lot in the future, because while we can't really do anything with it now except make another preparation place and a pallet, pallets do allow us to store bodies more effectively, but later on it'll allow us to make sciencey kind of benches and stuff. As for why I know that, I haven't actually played up to that point, but I have been unable to stop myself from looking in on the occasional stream. I don't watch for very long, so I don't know the ins and outs of it all, but I'm sure the preparation for it will be well worth it. I'm gonna move these logs over here because I am out of logs. Don't know why I'm not holding one of them. There you go. I'll pick this last one up. Use the power of physics. Get them all up there nice and quick. I'm not sure whether you actually have to clean up other parts of your property, or whether it's beneficial to clean up other parts of your property. But I may as well, because I do get resources out of doing that. You in there. I'm gonna go in here and make some more baked mushrooms while I can. Berries in there. Mushrooms. I'll certainly cook some meat. May as well do that. I only made one of them. Still getting used to being able to do multiple things in this game. Multiple things at once. Be more specific. That. I have been criticized, and I actually agree in retrospect, for my technique of trying to minimally bury bodies at the moment. And the reason I agree with that is because I'm missing out on a lot of money which I need early game before the church actually opens. So I should really be trying to bury as many bodies as possible. Maybe we can focus on that in the future. Right. Oh, it's very foggy today. Don't worry, YouTube, it's hard for me to see as well. Oh, there is something I need to get. It's something that wasn't in the beta, so it's kind of kept slipping my mind, but there's a hearthstone now. If we go to the town, and go to the tavern. Apparently this guy sells a hearthstone. Although I don't have any money at the moment, so this is more just about observing. Yep, here it is, 2 silver. We do not have 2 silver. But when we do... actually do have this though. When we do have 2 silver, we'll come back and get the hearthstone. Hearthstone allows us to teleport to... home, I think that's how it works. It's either home or the village. Allows us to teleport to one of those. And then on a cooldown you have to wait for it, or you can just walk back or whatever. Right. Look at technology again, because we have 58 red and 35 green, so can buy some stuff. Information requires science. We can get important parts for 30. Let's not rush to that one though. You could get advanced forging. We can't get any of that. And you can't actually buy those. So I think we get advanced forging. Oh, we can get both actually. Go. Advanced forging allow us to get complex parts for our iron, and that will help us out once the church opens, because a lot of that stuff, at least in the beta, required complex parts. Not sure about now though. I think we need 10 iron to make the proper anvil. We have 7. How much is the proper anvil? 4. And I'm also wondering whether we should move this stuff up to the mountain where it's easier to get at the ores and things. Because we can always bring, on bulk, we can bring nails and parts and stuff down here, right? We can work on them all day up there and then bring them back with us. Leave the furnace or whatever going up there. Let's go check up there actually and see whether it is kind of worth doing that. Of course, you guys don't have to worry, I'll just cut out the trip back and forth. These are not the things that I want to get rid of. Have they removed them? Or have I removed them? Nope. Here we go. That's what I wanted to get rid of. Get a lot of green for those. There's our quarry. There's a quarry up there though, so we don't really need this one anymore. Not that we really needed that much stone in the first place. I'm sure stone will become far more important as we upgrade the graveyard though. Right, to officially work on this place, it's just about doing everything in ore stockpile, doing everything that we have back at home, stone stockpile, stone cutter, so on and so forth. I'm actually going to do something cheeky here. Sorry, my cat decided to start attacking my leg. I have paper, but I do not have a pen. Hang on. Okay, I finally have a pen. So I'm gonna need at least one trunk. So let's write down things that I want here. I'm gonna gather all of this as like a shopping list so that I can prep it all and bring all of it up here all at once. So flitch 4. Nails, 4 parts, 5, and then I would want an iron ore stockpile, so that's another 4 flitch. And then we want a furnace, another 4 flitch, and 4 parts. Then also stone, 14. And then I would want a normal anvil. That would be iron, 4, then another 8 flitch, another 4 flitch, and then another 8 nails and another 4 nails. So 8, 8, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 flitch. 16 nails, 9 parts, 14 stone, and 4 iron. That is my shopping list of the things that I want for up here. And I am going to prep that all now and bring it all back with me. Just like that, I have everything I need to set up this place as a proper smithy. So let's do stone, iron, marble, and then coal on the other side. That would be fine if the furnace was, say, here. Where do I want it to face? I think I want it to face that way. Iron ore stockpile. Here. The trunk can be here. Anvil be here. Stone stockpile can be here. And the stone cutters can be... I can't rotate you vertically. Stone cutters can be here then. Right. Now we just have to build it all. And and we'll have an entire smithy set up just like that. And then once we get marble stuff, we can set that up over there, over on the marble stuff just to our north. Now it's as simple as, if I want to do some smelting for some iron, just come up here and get some coal. Let's take 25 coal, for example. Throw it in the furnace. Get some iron. I wonder if this is going to give me a slab of iron, which is fine. It did. And you take your slab of iron and you put it here, and I think you break it up using this. You get 5 iron ore from it. I can just do all that nice and close. Don't have to go back and forth all the time. Whoops. I did 1 iron instead of all my iron. So yeah, I'm just gonna like work on this a bit and I'll be back with you. I've discovered there's one thing up here that I can't build, which is a sharpening wheel. My pickaxe just broke. So I've got to make sure that my tools are nice and sharp before I come up here. That's fine. I realised it was Quake Day and we hadn't spoken to the merchant yet, so I'm going back to town to do that. I've also made a little bit of a mistake, and we'll deal with that after I've spoken to him. Greetings, villager. Do you have any spare silver? I can offer you amazing things, tasty and rare. I humbly apologize, but I'm not buying any of your stuff unless something is invaluable, and I doubt I can find some thing like that here. Actually, I'm new here. Everybody thinks that I'm the keeper at the local graveyard. I'm from another world and I need to go back. I understand you all too well. This world is not mine either. Oh, thank God. Mine is a world of grandeur. Palaces of the town. I'm not so lucky to be highborn, so I just have to earn my coins here in this onion potato hill. Ooh. You mad? What are you doing? I'm gonna try to help you with your hiccups. It was a fool thing to do. I just need a little more time. Shark fin steak. Shark fin steak I ate this morning was so delicious, but I have to admit that the golden fried butterfly wings stole the show. Seems like you're okay now, after my little surprise attack. Yes, it seems so. That's interesting, because the beta had us running off to grab some hiccup grass. Talk to him about the garden. Roderick gave me permission to use the garden near the church. I need to discuss the terms of use with you. Oh, totally forgot about that dead weight. It cost me so little. But of course, it was so many years ago, and due to inflation, the good old soil, why... That's quite an invaluable commodity. Let me see, how about 10 gold? That's too much. Okay, what about 5 gold? Funny story, there was a recent patch notes that they had to fix an interaction here because I guess they never really tested it if somebody actually had 10 gold, because the quest would not complete properly if somebody paid for the farm up front. So just a little dev story for you. Don't expect that a player won't do something as so crazy as trying to get your 10 gold to pay for it up front. Too much. I'm short on money. Maybe we can discuss some kind of barter? I see you're a poor man who wants to earn little money by growing crops. We can discuss the terms of your rent, but first let's see how good a farmer you are. Let's make a deal. You deliver a batch of carrots, cabbages and beets, and I'll see you as a serious business partner and we'll make a long-term deal that's profitable for both parties. What do you say? Deal. As soon as I have my first harvest, I'll bring it to you. Great. Well, it's 12 carrots, 12 cabbages, and 12 beets for testing. One more thing, if you have the time, I'd like to ask a small favour. How can I help? My friend, I like delicious food, but lately I've been having stomach problems. After a good dinner, I get the hiccups. It's driving me mad. A friend of mine from the wine club told me that hiccup grass can help. Ah, there it is. I believe there's plenty of it in the swamp. I'd be very grateful if you could bring me some. Sure, I'll look around for some. Great. So, we can actually trade him for grapes, which become important later on. And a royal fish. Is that like a food? That's a food, and then gold jewellery. And silver ingots. Alright. So, the mistake I made was that while I was sharpening my tools, for some reason I mind blanked and saw that I only had a rusty axe. But I think what I actually saw was only the rusty axe was damaged, and I hadn't sold the rusty axe, so I thought I didn't have a normal axe. So I made another one. But that's good, because we can now trade... Oh, we can't trade it with him. We can trade this with him, though. That gets us our 2 silver that we needed for the stone. This is exactly what we're going to use it for. Trample that person's garden, no big deal. There's one last thing I want to do this episode, and that is get the church open. Because Moon Day is coming up. And I'd like to do that. So, this stone. How do we use you? Teleport stone. Use. Oh, we can go everywhere. I can even go to the quarry. That's awesome. Sweet home, please. Oh, that's awesome. How long do we have to wait for it to recharge? Not sure. Okay, well, I'll keep my eye on it. I'll take this iron, which is cooking. So, there's a couple of things here that we need to do. We need to make a cross. I think the cross is all we're going to actually have to make. We can also make the border, because there is that one grave we filled last episode that we can spruce up, and that should get us the 5 quality that we need for the graveyard. Shh. So yeah, now I have an extra axe, and I'm not sure what to do with it. A grave marker, thank you. Is that actually the best grave marker I could have made? No, it's not. That's fine, I can take it apart. Where is it that I take it apart? I can't even remember. One of these left. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Take you apart. Lose my nails. I needed to make more anyway. And out of energy. That's fine. We have baked apples. Okay. So let's make a wooden board. Yeah, I just kind of like tunnel visioned on that wooden marker instead of the cross. There we go. A lot better. Gosh, we have a lot of... Still funny with the names for these things, because they don't really have names. Crafting points. Rather than nature points, we have a lot of crafting points. Want this. It'll boost us above what we need, and then the border on it gets us to 7. Right, now all we have to do is wait for Moon Day. Alright, 1 day of mining, and I've got 40 iron up there. Just to get you in the idea of how much easier it is to do this, and I did it again. That's alright, I also discovered when I earthstoned here this hut can be used for sleeping purposes, which is good, because that should get that iron done so that I can do it properly. Excuse me. Not quite, huh? Halfway. Alright, I'll be back. 39 ingots, 1,170 fuel, we have 2,000. We're fine, let's put that on. Now whenever we come back here, we can just pick up a whole bunch of iron, and we can go straight to Sweet Home. A little bit of iron we have away. This is kind of useless now, this setup here. So we may as well destroy it, to be quite honest. It's just in the way. I'm very happy we actually have a decent place to put some stuff now. Oh, we got so much scrap now rather than actual just straight up resources. Stone in there, and the flitch. Oh, no, not the Hearthstone though. Or teleport stone, but it's got blue on it and it's a stone. Played WoW. It's a Hearthstone. By any other name. Let's make some stuff. Alright, I have to slice it first. Right now I'm just killing time, to be honest, because we have to wait until Sunday. I said Moon Day, I meant Sunday. We have to wait until Sunday before the dude drops by. Pain. What we got in there? Baked meat. We're fine. We're fine for fuel. Make a bunch of baked meat. Be the cannibals that we are. Evil, evil cannibals. Is our hemp done? Our hemp is done. Right. Oh, again, we only get 2 seeds. I'm actually going to start putting the hemp in here. Grab this. We should be able to compost a little bit. 2 hemp seeds back. Actually gonna grab these mushrooms while I'm here. They are a valuable resource. And the berries. Not that we eat the berries, but some recipes that will require berries later on. Some compost in there. Oh, we need 8. That's fine. So I suppose there's some other stuff that we can probably start doing while we wait. You. And you. Right. I'm kind of waiting for you to finish. I'm going to teleport to Dead Horse Tavern and talk to the lady. Well, we may be running out of time. I think she's there until about midnight. No, I'm on the wrong one. This is Man's Day, that's Woman's Day. Man's Day's the Inquisitor, and we don't care about him. Not even slightly. The day I'm told that we care about is Snake Day. Snake Day is the day that we care for. Monkey! Hello! You dropped us off a body, isn't that nice? First body in a while, actually. Right, so we do the normal, move the blood. I have an idea, right? We got 3 white now. If I did fat, that would just be a waste, wouldn't it? But if we did something like intestines, which has the potential to give us a red skull, and to remove the other one. But I feel like this so that I can finish what I was doing. No, didn't. It's a permanent red skull. Although, I did notice this last time. Surgeon mistake. So maybe I just messed up the fat removal just then. I know I said I was going to start burying all the bodies, but this body sucks, so it's actually worth 0, this body. It has 1 red skull and 1 white, and the red cancels out the white, so it's worth nothing. It does give us a burial certificate, which is 1.5 silver, but, you know. Okay, it is Moon Day, and I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I'll probably start working on the yard expansion, wherever you be. Each yard space, 10 complex components, nails and boards. Not a problem for that. Let's go to the quarry, see how much iron has got done. 2 iron has got done, which isn't a great amount, but whatever. And a complex parts is 1 iron and 1 simple iron part. We get 3 iron parts here. And then for every ingot we get, we could make 6 complex as long as we get the iron we need for it. Good timing, furnace. We're gonna need 12 of those, and we have 4. Alright. Alright, I'm certain that I have enough now. I just brought the iron and the parts from home up here. And do this stuff. Ow. Make 6. That'll make 8. Make 10. And that'll make 12. Out of energy. Oh. I have 12 iron parts. Now I'm going to sleep here. We still have some materials left. It's nice. I'm going to put the scrap up here where it belongs. Take the rest home with me. Body arrived while I was sleeping. Go to sweet home. Put the stuff away. So for the expansion of the yard, it's 12 complex, 8 planks. Yes. Oh, it's 10 complex. Oh well. No harm in having a couple of extra complex parts. Let's go check out this body. See if I can treat it without messing up the surgeries. Because I really want to check that out, whether I can get an extra removal. Alright, so blood. Let's get rid of that. Cool. Big intestine. Please don't mess up. You messed up. Alright, please don't mess up the fat. Okay, it does work. So that is a good thing to do. Because then you would... If I didn't mess up the intestines, as far as I know, I would have got 1 white, 1 red. So that would have actually added a white skull. As long as I can perform the fat surgery properly afterwards, that would have added a white skull to the body, bringing it up to 4. But now this body is actually worth burying, so I'm gonna do that. It is now Sunday, which is nice. Dump you on the ground there and make a grave. And that should even you out. So now if I add furnishings to it, which I think I would only need a gravestone I think a gravestone can be worth 2, and I can have a maximum of 2 right now. I think I only need the gravestone for this grave. And by gravestone I mean cross. Because it's not a gravestone. Oh, there he is. Excuse me, sir, I'm just making a cross for a grave. Don't mind me. Plank. Cross. Okay. Oh. I think you add 2. Yeah, you do. So yeah, this now cannot go any higher than this. So even if I put a fence on it, it's not going to work because I would need a 3rd skull. This guy, fix the graveyard. I was definitely right about you. I hereby now pronounce you official keeper of this holy place and prior of this church. Let's arrange your first sermon. Haha. I missed that speech bubble. So just stand at the pulpit and speak the words. What words? The words. Haha, actually you can just say whatever you want. You know, this place isn't so bad. Put up some extra decorations, some nice candles, music, incense, get all oiled up for a nice mess. Long story short, all this stuff will help you get more faith, and faith is power. Why is it ever? You don't know what kind of faith I'm getting. Oh, boy, just you wait. Maybe you'll become a cultist. We'll see. May the force be with you. Ah, not too bad, but my sermons are much better. Got 3 faith. You should really prepare for your next ceremony. I'll do that. I think the last prior kept some books with some wonderful words in the church library. You'll probably find some weird stuff in there too. He considered himself a scientist. You can throw all that stuff out. Curious mind, you go deeper, find more of the essence of things. Studying an item has a chance to give you a story. Right. Spread word about your next ceremony. Maybe next week someone will show up. By the way, as prior, it's now your duty to perform a weekly ceremony on Sunday. I can sell you some useful accessories for it. Also, I have a small task for you. Just talk to me when you're ready. I have to get out of here. The air is so dry, my skin can't take it for long. Great. And we are actually gonna intercept him. Not now, my son. Oh, they fixed it. Good. Because in the beta you could start the clay quest and you wouldn't be able to get it until the next week because he left for good. Like this. So it does still exist. That's terrible. Come on, guys. Oh well, we have to wait till next week to get the clay quest. From the head of the Royal Treasury Department, we are happy to congratulate you on the reopening of the church and the graveyard. Also, we are pleased to inform you that by using the lands, you have become a subject of royal law. All on-ground structures remain property of the Holy Church. However, all surface land and buildings that sit no deeper than 1 royal leap, 4 royal spit, as dictated by the ancient contract, belong to the royal family and the town. Through this mailbox, you may now access a vast array of services provided by the Royal Treasury Department. Your taxes also be paid by mail. Have a nice day, and remember, King Joe the 7th loves you. I'm a citizen, right? I can pay 10 coin for it. I can also buy a royal stamp and build permission. Except... no. Or can I? Royal stamp? No. Well, I can. I can access these. I have the ability to access these. I do not have the money to access them. This is not our future, my children. This is not the future that we have designed. We're after a vast secret locked behind the catacombs. The catacombs of this place. put some stuff away, and then I will sign off out of there. Alright guys, so this has been another episode of Graveyard Keeper. Thank you all for sticking around. I know I can be pretty inconsistent at times, but I love that you don't care. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.